Welcome back, everybody. Chris Stipes here in the Fox 26 studios. We continue to follow this breaking news happening right now in Massachusetts regarding the two suspects in the Boston Marathon bombing. And the big question is, how armed and dangerous? You know, if he's exchanging gunfire with police and throwing explosives out of the window during this police chase, as has been reported by the police, you know, what does he still have on him? And the girl that I asked to prom, she said yes.
Oh,
and then she later came back and said, oh, I thought you were just joking. And she ended up going with my best friend. I kid you not. I didn't go to prom because of it.
You're breaking my heart.
I know. It's horrible.
Oh.
I asked for the wetsuit that has built-in abdominal muscles. That one was unavailable, so I'm stuck with this. We're going to make it work, though.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Stipes.
I don't want to understate it because the devastation here is immense. It is amazing in a very bad way. 50 to 75 buildings destroyed, simply flattened. Boy, this is some big news. Houston Texans running back Arian Foster says he will likely have a surgical heart procedure next month. New on Fox, it could take days for crews to completely put out a fire at a landscaping company in Richmond. The fire has been burning for several hours now, and the high wind is fueling it. Let's go live to the scene. Mechanics at one Oklahoma auto shop are ditching their pants to keep cool this summer. Do we really want to take a look? So we're running together one day, and we come up on this park bench, and there's this man glistening in the Austin sun without a shirt on, chiseled body, rock hard abs, buff. It was very similar to looking in a mirror, but it wasn't me. It was Matthew McConaughey. Let me give you an example. We've got our first aid kit here, and again, traction. Other side, nothing but ice. Let me walk on it, which I tried to do earlier, and there is absolutely no way to keep your balance. We're in a hurricane right now. I mean, you can see the winds whipping here in Midtown. The wind, when you put wind on a fire, what happens? It kicks up even more. Okay, back to that breaking news right now out of Aurora, Colorado, where 14 people are confirmed dead after a mass shooting at a movie theater. This is cell phone video that just hit YouTube moments ago. We just pulled it off. My goodness, you can see a man right there covered in blood. And we now have live pictures from Sky Fox over the scene right now. We are getting a clearer perspective, and my goodness, I have never seen anything like this. You put it into words and say this Metro bus was split in half, and indeed it is.
And this is where all the robots and their teams are getting look at this. They're getting their last-minute tweaks.
So say you send out a tweet and use the hashtag NBA Jam Session or NBA All-Star Game. You know, maybe your tweet and your picture will appear on here.
Oh, it's been an awful lot of fun out here at Moody Gardens in Galveston until now because of this. Look at this, Ray. A boa constrictor.
What's the difference between Mary Jo in 2002, before your aneurysm, and you now? There are no, at least at this time, photographs of his death, so there are going to be conspiracy theorists out there who say, wait a second, I'm not convinced.
It's a great life now.
How much pressure was there on you to live this life where you come from humble beginnings, and then you go on to make tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars? Yeah. Woo! I got some juice in my eye. It was very tasty, though. I like that. It's very good. I love ceviche. We've got some relationship advice coming up next. Not from me, but from somebody who actually knows what they're talking about.
The energy and excitement here at Lions Stadium is something Texans fans have never felt.
You know, football, we can talk a little Texans. The Texans remain, here he comes. The Texans remain undefeated in preseason play. Go ahead.
Who is that great quarterback?
Matt Schaub.
Hello.
Him.
And,
you know, we've all done stupid stuff, right? Just stay tuned. I'm sure I'll do something momentarily.
Is there something in my teeth that feels like there's something in there, right? I don't know, Natalie. What do you think? Natalie and I are decorating cakes for a very good cause. We're going to pump you up.
And you know
I just pulled a muscle, I swear to you.
Woo! Nailed that one, didn't I?
Let's go! Oh, now everybody move!
Because I know I'm going to finish this live shot, and then you guys are going to ask me, hey, are you going to jump out of a plane? Let me answer that question. Heck no. Are you? Though I am actually considering it.
You want to be Goose or Maverick?
I'm definitely Maverick. Goose didn't make it.
Hey everybody, good morning. How are you? My name is Chris Stipes. Today is Tuesday, December 4th already. Wow. Thanks for waking up to Fox 26 Morning News. It's just about 5 a.m. right now. And it looks like something straight out of a scary movie. Fog so thick you can barely see what's in front of you at times. And that's what you're going to have to drive in this morning, perhaps. Fort Atkinson live in West Houston this morning, where the fog, last time we checked, was pretty thick. And Fort, that's what's interesting. You can drive for a half a mile and it's really thick, and then you go and there's nothing. Let's take a look at this morning's other non-fog related top stories. Today, this is a crazy story. Listen to this. The Mack Hike car salesman accused of killing his manager, expected to be in court. We'll be there as well. The manager, Robert Kuntz, died yesterday. Police say he got into an argument with this man, 49-year-old Keith Grimmett, last Friday when Grimmett pulled out a gun inside his office and shot him in the neck. The debate over that fiscal cliff is heating up as time to reach a solution is running out and Republicans are floating around a new proposal. Here's the question, though. Will it be enough to move the talks forward? Fox's Doug Luzader has more from Washington this morning.
From your Houston Traffic Authority.
I'm digging those shoes, by the way. We need to get a wide shot. Shiny. Mr. GQ over there. Hey, sports is next. Not what any Texans fan wants to hear this time of year going into the playoffs. Injuries, injuries, injuries. There's been speculation for weeks now, but now it is official. Texas A&M redshirt freshman quarterback Johnny Manziel is a Heisman Trophy finalist, no doubt about it. Nicknamed Johnny Football, Manziel is the favorite, in fact, to win college football's Player of the Year award on Saturday night in Manhattan. I went to a Texas A&M, the Missouri game, about a week and a half ago. Okay, I went tailgating and drank responsibly. But everybody's talking about Johnny Manziel. Love him. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris Stipes. Let's go over to Caitlin over there in the Fox Red Weather Center. So, Caitlin, I did my Christmas tree shopping yesterday, and I went big this year. We got a 9-foot Fraser fir. We usually get like a 6 or 7 footer, but this thing's massive. But I found it interesting because we're searching through the lot for the perfect tree, and I'm wearing shorts and a T-shirt. Kind of felt un-Christmassy. You know, it's like 80 degrees out.
80 degrees as a high in Jersey Village, but we do have some milder weather ahead.
80. It's December 4th. Come on. So the weather may be unseasonably warm. Now we know the flu is coming unseasonably early. And the strain this year is making people pretty sick. Our Andrea Watkins, quite healthy this morning, joins us in the newsroom. And Andrea, there isn't a good kind of the flu to get, but some strains are worse than others, right? Countries that mix high fructose corn syrup into processed foods and soft drinks, soda, have much higher rates of diabetes than countries that do not use it. Let's get the breakdown from the Fox medical team, Dr. Mike Sirigliano, live in Philadelphia right now. So, Dr. Mike, how safe or how dangerous, for that matter, is the sweetener? I mean, to people who, let's say, drink a lot of soda, should they be concerned? Kansas City Chiefs head coach Romeo Crennel has broken his silence about the details of Javon Belcher's murder-suicide over the weekend. During a news conference yesterday, Coach Crennel said he tried in vain to talk the young linebacker out of committing suicide, just 25 years old. Belcher shot and killed his 22-year-old girlfriend. Experts say stress and pressure can drive an ordinary person to do the unthinkable. But what causes a highly paid, highly popular professional athlete, somebody that seems to have everything, to just snap? As Fox 26's Rita Garcia tells us this morning, there may have been warning signs ahead of time. This is the scene of a massive fire at an apartment complex in Irving. It broke out last night. 2 people were treated for burns. 3 others treated for smoke inhalation. In all, about 20 units were destroyed, displacing nearly 60 residents. It's not clear just yet what sparked this fire. All right, here we go. It's the yearly argument pitting husband against wife, mom against dad, brother against sister. Do you buy a real Christmas tree or do you get an artificial one? Sales of fake trees are expected to top $1 billion this year. The average price for a real tree will run you about $35. Wish I knew that yesterday.
And Fox just picked up a full season, so that's very exciting.
Really cool.
Yeah, congratulations for that.
Thank
I mean, how
you.
much when you're starting out with a new show is like, okay, are they going to like it? Are they going to like it? And then they do. It's got to be some relief. You got a steady paycheck coming in.
Yeah,
People
just
like
you get to breathe.
Getting deep this morning. What do the holidays mean to you? Peace, love, reflection? These deep meanings may be lost on our children, who only see perhaps the bright lights and the gifts of the season. So how can you get them to see the deeper meaning? Bringing the expert to you this morning. You know, the year quickly coming to an end. So what happens if you still have money left in your flexible spending account for health care, or if you spent more than you put into the account in the first place? CPA Alan Sanderson knows lots about this subject. That's why we brought him in. He's here in the newsroom. So, Alan, it's quite important to check your balance on your flexible spending account at the end of the year, right? Former President George H.W. Bush remains in Houston's Methodist Hospital this morning. The 41st president, 88 years old, continues to suffer from a lingering cough related to bronchitis. He's been at Methodist Hospital since the day after Thanksgiving. So, Jeff, we know America has an obesity problem when it comes to human beings, but hard to believe when you look at the statistics that half of all pets, cats and dogs, are overweight as well. So, Barbara, happy holidays first off.
Thank you, Chris.
Everybody hitting the malls. We had the Black Friday frenzy. So let's go over. You have 5 pieces of advice, and the first one is pretty obvious, but it's something that a lot of people probably get away from, and that's set a spending limit.
You must set a spending limit.